Oops is toxic, but so am I. Let's roleplay as a villain in the league, shall we? Hello, y'all. Welcome to Fate Seal MTG. I am Krex, your host. I cannot stay away from this deck for some reason. I burnt myself out of it about a month ago-ish, trying to get some content pushed. Couldn't really hack it. It just didn't work. And I thought to myself, you know, I've got a couple of hours on a Sunday. I kind of want to stream Oops. I just want to turn my brain off and not really think, and whatever happens with the roulette wheel that is the Legacy Leagues, let's just make it happen. Ryuga won the whole challenge yesterday using this list. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's probably 2 days ago. But this exact 75. And there's no cute stuff in this list. There's no Memories Journey, there's no Jack-o'-lantern. It's just 12 protection spells and ram Undercity Informer down your throat. That's it. That's just it. That's what the deck does. And I really like how clean that is. It's got a very clean sideboard juke. You take out the Balustrade Spies, the Undercity Informers, the Narcomoebas, Cabal Therapy, Dread Return, and Thassa's Oracle. And then you side into this nonsense. You bring in the 3 Chrome Moxes, you bring in Charbelchers, LEDs, and Beseeches. Now, I don't know how consistent this is. It's probably a heck of a lot more consistent than the plan that I was playing, which was Spoils of the Vault, where you pay 1 mana, it's instant speed, and you exile however many cards until you find what you need, but you take 1 life loss for each card you exile. We're going to test it out today, see how it feels. I will get started in a league. I'll be right back. We are on the draw against Misterhutti, which means that we have already lost. I'm going to mulligan this hand that does not jam one of our big spells. I'm going to mulligan this hand that also does not jam one of our big spells. I'm going to mulligan this hand that also doesn't jam one of our big spells. Okay, here we go. I'm going to keep this. Obviously, we keep these 3 cards. Now, the question is, do I also keep Dark Ritual and jam, or do I keep Pact of Negation and hope to rip another mana producing card? I believe, I don't know. If I rip even a Cabal Ritual, then that's good enough. If I rip a Chrome Mox, that's not. That would require, oh, I have to keep a land. I have to keep a land, right? I have to keep a land. So it's a choice between Dark Ritual and Pact of Negation. My opponent is on 6. I think I'm gonna keep the mana. And I will bottom like this. No, that's too risky. That's too risky. I'm gonna keep like that. Okay. Because if my opponent's on blue, then I really want the backup, you know? Yeah, they're on blue. I did not rip the mana, but I did rip a protection spell. They are brainstorming here. They have an Underground Sea, which tells me that they might have had a Thoughtseize or something. I'm very surprised that they did not fire off that Thoughtseize if they had it. So maybe they didn't have the, Thoughtseize, you know? Oh, they're also on some nonsense. Now, what do I think they have in hand? On top of their deck, I mean. LED, Brainstorm, Beseech? I don't know enough about Legacy to really know what any of this means. I think the Brainstorms, they're kind of locked on mana here. And they've already used 1 Brainstorm, right? I think whatever they're going to fire off, they have on top of their deck. I think I got to take the Beseech here. And now I really just need the mana. All right. My opponent is brainstorming here. So that means Brainstorm is out of their hand for sure. Beseech is out of their hand for sure. They have at least 2 unknowns. Oh, that's a card that I didn't know about. Are they casting another Brainstorm here? LED is gone. Are they just gonna win? I think they might just win here. Yeah, I think they're winning. They just hid their win on top of their deck. Yep, okay, so let's see what they flip to ad nos. That's already a bad flip. That's already a bad flip, yep. Yeah, they're flipping a ton of cards here. I think that we are dead, right? Because they've got Lotus Petal, Chrome Mox, Clone Mox. They got another LED. They have Infernal Tutors. Yeah, they've got a ton of stuff here. I don't think they need to flip anymore. I'm just going to F6. So they played out a bunch of artifact mana, and now they are casting Beseech the Mirror with Bargain, and they're tendrilsing me out. All right, so they are on some sort of black storm deck. It might be Ad Nauseam Tendrils. This is how Ad Nauseam Tendrils is constructed in the modern era, right? With the blue cards like this. Okay, so are we juking or are we not juking? This deck probably has some form of graveyard hate, right? I think we're juking. I think we are juking. Go ahead and take those out. Those can go. And then the Cabal Therapy goes. And then you literally just bring in all these cards. All right. Engaging gameplay, everybody. Super engaging. I would like to be on the play. Not with this hand. This is a LED with Belcher. I think I will keep it, and I will bottom a Belcher. Triple Leyline of the Void. That's why we juke, everybody. And I will actually play the LED in case I get discarded. Rip mana off the top. Ooh, do I want to play Chrome Mox and play into potential counter spells, or do I really want to hold this Pact of Negation up and try again next turn? I think I'm going to hold open the Pact of Negation. I can Pact on their turn if I really need to. I'd have to discard my entire hand to do it, but it is possible. And now pretty much any draw wins the game for me, right? Yeah, that won the game for me. Okay, so let's go ahead and put Goblin Charbelcher on the stack, and we win. Well, that was easy. All right, I'm not gonna juke back. I'm gonna make my opponent think about it. I'm gonna sit here for a little bit. Yuki, that's a really good point. They likely did bring in their Consigned to Memories. I don't know if there's anything I can really do about that, though. How long do I need to wait before I click submit here? Probably about that long. I think that's good. Making my opponent wonder if I juked back. All right, this hand does do a thing. It's got 1, 3, 5 mana in it. It has a Duress and Tubble Thoughtseize, and it also has Beseech the Mirror. I think I will actually keep this. All right, yeah, you only need one of those ley lines, mate. Doesn't really matter, I didn't juke. I mean, I did juke, so nice Leyline of the Void. But what I really fear here is a discard spell, which my opponent did not play. They did not shuffle their Ponder. That worries me. Boggart Trawler, decent pickup. I am going to Thoughtseize them here. This is very interesting. What are they looking to do with this hand? Next turn, they can Delta Petal, Infernal Tutor, sacking LED. They can then bargain away their Leyline and grab a Gaia's Will. If I take the Infernal Tutor, that line is no longer available to them. If I take the LED, that line's no longer available to them either. So they would have had to float an LED on top of their deck. What do I think they floated on top of their deck? I'm not sure. If they floated an Echo of Aeons on top of their deck, then this LED will allow them to cast that too. I think I'm going to take the LED. The LED is the missing piece for both of those plans. I'm sure Bryant Cook is quite proud that originally Ad Nauseam Tendrils was the Storm deck, and now it's the Epic Storm subclass of decks, of which Ant is just one of those pieces. They floated a Thoughtseize on top of their deck. Well, Beseech is going to go here, and neither of us are going to be playing Magic for a while. It's just going to be who rips first. Yeah, it had to be the Beseech the Mirror there. And they pass it back. I will Thoughtseize them. Tutor, Petal, Ponder. Why don't I take your Ponder? Oh, you know what I could do? You know what I could do? I could have played this as a creature, right? I guess I should have thought of that a little bit. I could have burned one of these Dark Rituals. I think I'm going to hold the Boggart Trawler now that I have that idea. Uh-oh, they're doing a thing. Oh, they're just playing out their pedal. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now I can Dark Ritual. I can Duress them. Double Infernal Tutor, huh? I will Dark Ritual again. I will Duress them again. And I will cast this. They're probably going to get a Surveil land if they have it. They do have it. Oh, they kept their card on top. That's terrifying. Can the Boggart Trawler get there over 6 turns? Probably not on its own. But we are both playing garbage magic now. I need 1 more mana for me to cast this Boggart Trawler. That's not it. But I will Duress them. Oh, they had a Brainstorm, really? Oh, they Flusterstormed it. Okay, that's fine. Whatever that last card in hand is, it must be really, really good. Okay, Pact of Negation is a card that I have access to now. Unfortunately, it's not mana, which is what I really want in this situation. Uh-oh, that's not good. They're doing something here. Don't tell me their last card in hand is Beseech the Mirror. Oh my god, it's Beseech the Mirror. Wow. What are they gonna grab with it? Helm of Obedience. Yeah, I don't think I can beat this, right? Helm of Obedience. Now all they need to do is untap. Yeah. I'll wrap it up to that. That's pretty wild. Okay. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. That was a lot of fun, though. All right, let's move on to the next round. I hope you're enjoying the video. If you like watching my particular style of content, consider subscribing so you can get notified of my videos and live streams. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, we have started round 2 versus Tico. I would like to be on the play versus you, Tico. This hand does not accomplish what I want it to accomplish. Neither does this one. Is this just going to be the story of the league, just mulliganing to your 8-outer and just not finding it? Surely this hand. Nope, not this one. All right, well, this hand does literally anything. So keep the one that gets around Daze. Although I guess Daze is irrelevant here, isn't it? Does it really matter which one I choose? They'd have to have something that can counter a spell with mana value 3 or under, and if they kept 7, then they're keeping Force of Will anyway, right? If I get Force, I would rather have an Undercity Informer in my deck. All right. Turn 1, presenting a win. Do you have Force of Will? They do not have Force of Will. We do get to do the thing. Yep, there we go. Okay, we did the thing. How exciting, how engaging. Now we get to use our super secret, super smart sideboard plan, and we get to do literally the exact same thing that we did last round. I'm incredibly intelligent. I have such great depth of the cards. I know all of the cards, actually. In fact, I even know these cards. I know those cards. I know these cards. And I even understand how this rules interaction works. So I must have great depth of understanding of the format to be able to play this. How incredibly intelligent of me. You think my opponent thinks that I have intricate rules knowledge and a great understanding of the depth of the format? I bet they do. I bet they're very proud of me. I bet they're very proud of themselves for not revealing a single card in their 60. All right, I have to keep this, right? It's just Chrome Mox, Pedal, 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 Beseech, LED, win. Oh, they thought seized me. Oh, that's so terrible. How rude of you. I like this land, though. Yeah, look at that land. The Midian Hatchery. I can pay 1 life to put a hatchling counter on it, and when it's sacked, or when it dies, you create a bunch of tokens. Love that. Love my hand that currently accomplishes nothing now. Would love to have this Agadeem's Awakening, you know? But no can do. Maybe I should have put that underneath the Chrome Mox. Thought sees you right back. Oh boy, yeah, I have to take that Cabal Therapy, right? Because they can, oh wait, no, I'm an idiot. I just dumped my hand. I'm an actual idiot. I just dumped my hand. I'm gonna take the Malevolent Rumble. All right, Malevolent Rumble is down. I'm gonna cast this. Done. Cast this. Cast this. Cast this. Cast that. How beautiful. Okay, and then if I top deck my thing before I die, then I win. It's pretty cool that this guy just enters untapped, right? Like, we gotta love that, right? Yeah, you know about the juke. That doesn't mean that I can't sit here and dream. I think I'm pretty much dead. My opponent just thought seized me and then I rolled over. I can't even really effectively play anything because of their Urza Saga tokens. Like any creatures or anything. Looks like my opponent did use everything in their hand, actually, so I actually am not sure what they've got in their hand now. And I'm continuing to just draw nothing. I don't think I have any outs to this. I'm just gonna continue playing just for funsies. I would like to use that ability. Thank you. All right, yeah, that is good enough for me. I was just hoping to get a discard spell so I could check their hand, maybe get a little bit more information. Now the question is, do I juke back? Do I think that they are on Leyline of the Void, specifically? You know what I could do? I could side out my Duresses, my Thoughtseizes, and my Pact of Negations. Duress, Thoughtseize, Pact of Negation all out. I could bring in some of this package. Maybe siding out 2 Chrome Moxen. And then I bring in this and this. How do I feel about that? Having 2 different plans in the same deck, and the cost of that is 2 Chrome Moxen and 0 interaction. I think that might work. I'm gonna experiment with this and see what happens. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I can either cast Charbelcher or I can cast Beseech for Balustrade Spy. I'll keep it. And if they mulligan to a Leyline of the Void, then I can just cast Charbelcher. All right, let's go ahead and play this out. I would like to pay the 3 life. Oh, right. Beseech the Mirror. I need to bargain something, and I don't have anything I can currently bargain. I guess I have to cast the Goblin Charbelcher now, huh? Because I could have beseeched, but I couldn't have bargained anything. And this will give my opponent an opportunity to Pithing Needle or Beseiju or something like that. Or Force of Vigor, that works too. But now my threat density is really high. But that Urza Saga is bad news for me. And they had the Pithing Needle in hand. I ripped a Balustrade Spy. Now I just need to rip a Dark Ritual as well. All right, Dark Ritual or not. That's not a Dark Ritual. I think I will pass. They decayed my Petal. That's very interesting. They're floating mana. They're not making constructs. And that's a Nihil Spellbomb. I don't think I can win now. Yeah, I'll go ahead and wrap it up here. That is going to create a bunch of beats here, and it's just not going to work out. All right, well, I tried, and it just didn't work. The anti-synergy between Beseech the Mirror and not having enough artifacts kind of screwed me over a little bit. Maybe if I had thought about that hand a little bit more, I could have gone fishing for something better. Oh well, on to round 3.
Has your loss to Lantern Control left you bitter and despondent? Try working through the 5 stages of grief by joining the Fateseal MTG Patreon. Languish in denial with my $2 tier and get access to my Discord community and your name in my video credits. You'll gain more perks as your grief matures, like tournament live streams, lessons on Lantern Control, and office hours with me. Once you reach acceptance, every month you'll get a private session with me and can even feature your own deck here on Fateseal MTG.
All right, we are on the play in round 3 versus Goldrot. I will hopefully keep a hand. Nope. haven't kept a 7 yet, except for that bad 7 in the end of the last match. Let's go ahead and mulligan this. Can't keep this either. Dude, I'm really bad at drawing my payoffs. Okay, here we go. It has everything I need, actually. It's got 1, 2, 3 mana, and it has Pact of Negation. I guess I will keep this. This Pact of Negation isn't all that useful, actually. If Pact of Negation isn't useful because I can't activate Undercity Informer this turn, then do I really want to be keeping it, or do I want to keep the Thoughtseize? I think I'm going to get rid of... Actually, no, I think I'm going to keep the Pact of Negation. Because if this resolves, but I go to my second turn and then they suddenly have Force of Will, then that's going to suck. Okay, your go. Solitude, my Undercity Informer. Just do it. Just do it. Oh, they're playing some nonsense over there. They probably have like Glimpse of Natures, Bet Calls, and stuff like that. Paradoxical Outcome, perhaps? Wasteland! Dodged that. Can't get wastelanded if you have no lands, am I right? Am I right, chat? Wow, just top decked another Pact of Negation. Okay, well, let's just hope that we don't die here. Any mana. I will take a Chrome Mox. I will take a land. I will take one of the Spirit Guides. 12, 16, 20, 23 because of the petals. Are we on a 23 outer? Is that what's happening right now? I think we might be on a 23 outer. Because I need initial mana sources. No, 24 outer because I have Chrome Mox. Daddy, I was already on the dark side. I play Lantern Control as my main deck. This is just natural progression. Hey, there we go. All right, time to win. I got double Pact of Negation in my hand. Hopefully that means something. Okay, well, my opponent was on borrowed time for several turns. Very interesting here. I kind of wish I had seen a little bit more of their deck. I think I'm gonna juke. Let's just make this very easy. Let's just juke it out. When in doubt, juke it out. Very simple, very easy. Don't have to think. Just bring the cards in and play them. My opponent is on the play here. They kept 7. I cannot keep this. I can keep this. I have 2, 3 lands. I think I bottom one of my lands. Because this is just 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a Thumb War. Yeah. Glad I juked. Glad I juked. You gonna Thoughtseize me, bro? Come on, you can do it. Wow. Just dumped 1 power of creatures into play across 4 cards. Okay, so how can I best punish this? I can fire off Goblin Charbelcher next turn. I would like to pay the life. I will cast it off of a Lotus Petal, I think. That way, I can't be gotten by removal on Petal specifically. I guess I would still be dead to, I don't know, like a removal on Charbelcher or discard, taking a particular thing out of my hand or something. Taddy, I don't think you understand. I'm the villain in every single sort of situation. Anything that is anyone's enemy is my friend. All right, let's go ahead and kill my opponent now. All right, cool deck, mate. I don't know what you were playing. I don't know what you were playing. You were playing some Ornithopter, Memnite, Phyrexian Walker, Leyline of the Void nonsense. Yeah, that was great. On to round 4. Okay, we are on round 4 versus Zony. I will play against you. On the play, even. I think this is a slow burn hand, but I will keep it because it has the Thoughtseize in it. It's also pretty resilient to discard itself. Oh, my opponent had just fully F6'd here. Yeah. All right, so I think here I take the Ponder because I don't want them digging to counter magic. And I think I can just win before they do anything else, right? Don't play out that Lotus Petal. I don't want to get that hit by a Prismatic Ending. Planes into Nomads. They're going to do the high roll here, I think. Now, this is very interesting. I could play out the Undercity Informer now. What happens if I play out the Undercity Informer now? It dodges counter magic, sure. But what does it get hit by? It would get hit by any removal spell. This is a deck that's playing basic planes. They probably have Swords of Plowshares in it, right? I think I'm going to save it. I think I'm just going to not do anything here. And hope they didn't top deck a Cephalid Illusionist. That's a Ponder. Off of a land that I didn't know about. Clearly they don't have what they need, otherwise they would have just snap-capped off the Ponder, right? They're deciding if they can afford to shuffle, maybe? Yeah, they shuffled. Alright, that's a Shuko. Their hand is Prismatic Ending, Windswept Heath, Narcomoeba, and an unknown card, which I'm just gonna have to hope isn't a Daze or a Force of Will or something. Oh, well, I guess now I don't have to hope because I just top-decked the Pact of Negation like an absolute Chad. Alright, Balustrade Spy. I'm so good at Magic, y'all. I am so smart and so talented. And I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just going to, unless they have like main deck Fairy Macabre, I just don't think it's really relevant, right? I guess I'll check for main deck Fairy Macabre. I guess I'll do that because I can afford to. All right, and they just conceded. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so we are playing against Breakfast. What do I want to do against Breakfast? Same thing I do against every deck, right? Side out of my graveyard stuff. Side that out. Side that out. And also side that out. And then just bring this in. Wow, that's so easy. That's ridiculously easy. I love how easy that is. Oh, wow, I didn't even check my hand. Yeah, that's a mulligan. This is a keep. My opponent is playing Breakfast. 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of need all of these cards. They're not playing Thoughtseize themselves. I think I will actually bottom the Thoughtseize. And I'll keep Pact of Negation. I don't know if that was correct, though. Yeah, I think I need to just play my land. Next turn, I can Beseech the Mirror. If I had kept the Thoughtseize, then I could have Thoughtseized on that turn. That's a Duress. Now, do I want to Duress my opponent? If I do Duress my opponent, then I'm going to play this out, do nothing, and then next turn, I'll be able to do something. I think that's probably fine, right? Force, Consign, Memories Journey. I think I'm going to take the Consign. Yeah, I'm going to take the Consign here, and I'm going to just leave them with these cards in their hand. They do have double Force, but not the blue card for the second Force quite yet. That being said, a blue card is not very difficult for them to find. Now the question is, do I play out the Chrome Mox? I think the answer is not yet. And I didn't play my land. I just have 6 and I didn't play my land. All right, well, that happens. They surveilled away an island, playing Trot, playing Nomads. That is a Dark Ritual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So if I had actually played out my things correctly, then I would have been able to win this turn. Yeah, oh well. Oh wait, no, I wouldn't have. Because I would have needed an additional card for this Cabal Ritual. That is Nadu, and they're gonna draw 4 cards here. They got a Fairy Macabre, all sorts of stuff here. Playing that Pithing Needle. And I hate to say it, but I think this is game. They have the second blue card for their Force, and I don't really have a way around that. Yeah, I guess I couldn't have I couldn't have jammed last turn because the Chrome Mox wouldn't have had anything to tuck underneath of it besides this Pact of Negation, which definitely needed to not be tucked under a Chrome Mox. Okay, yeah, I lost that one. And I am just going to run it back. My opponent put Pithing Needle on Undercity Informer instead of putting it on Goblin Charbelcher. I would like to be on the play. I would not like to keep this hand. Can I responsibly keep this? I think I have to. And I think it has to be the Simian Spirit Guide that goes back. Yeah. And I just need to admit that I need to draw mana here. Does that mean that I don't play out the Chrome Mox? And I hope to find something else that I want to tuck underneath of it? I could just not play a land or anything. I could just pass turn. Or I could go Chrome Mox, Ball Ritual underneath of it, and then I could play Thoughtseize. And then what? Just draw lands for several turns? I think I'm just going to do nothing here. Okay, yeah, there we go. Boggart Trawler. Do I do something here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still a little bit of ways away. I think I'm not going to do anything still. This hand just needs a little bit more help, I think. And I'm finding the help. Do I want to expose Thoughtseize to a potential Daze? Is it worth 3 life to play around Daze? I think so. Force, Consign, Narcomoeba, Daze, Shuko, Daze. Yeah. It's a lot of Dazes, friend. So I could take Consign. I could active negation for Narcomoeba, Force of Will, and then I have to play around Double Daze. How do I play around Double Daze? By waiting a couple of turns. I'm going to take the Consigned Memory. And I think I'm still going to do nothing, actually. Elvish Spirit Guide, does that change what I'm doing? I think it does. Because what I can do here is I can... No, I don't think this works, actually. Lion's Eye Diamond will cause me to discard my hand, so if my opponent leads on Double Daze, then I just get got, right? I think I'm going to continue to hold and hope that my opponent continues to lead on Undercity Informer needles instead of needling the Goblin Charbelcher that I'm actually working towards. Yep, that's fine. Juko is down, and I think I just need to continue to be patient. Would love a Dark Ritual here. Okay, so I play this out. That's 3. This Chrome Mox is literally just Beseech fodder at this point. So this allows me to play around 1 Daze, which notably is not 2 Dazes. So I'm going to just put it down like that. Very grateful that I don't have to worry about a discard spell from my opponent. That feels great. And that is an LED. I don't think I can play that, because I will go Chrome Mox, imprint nothing, because I need this Pact of Negation for their Force of Will. Yeah, I still can only play around a single Daze. That LED was actually a really bad draw. I have to hope that they don't have a Brazen Borrower that they can flash in. And they did not flash in a Brazen Borrower. And that's a Dark Ritual. Okay, let's go ahead and go for it. Not like we have any other choices. LED. Maybe they'll counter this. If they counter this, I'm definitely letting it go. They let it go. Chrome Mox. I will not imprint here. I will just play out a Dark Ritual. Now my hand lines up against what I know they already have in hand, but they've drawn a ton of cards since the last time I've checked their hand. So it's entirely possible that they have found something else to do here. I need their past several draws to just be complete blanks. And that's not it. That was Narcomoeba going to Force of Negation. How badly do I need this Dark Ritual? 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of need the Dark Ritual. I kind of need the Dark Ritual here. I need to think about this. I'm not too familiar with the deck, so I need a second to just decide what I'm doing. Let's assume that the Force of Will in hand is still live. If the Force of Will is live, and I let this go, then I can immediately LED into Beseech again. If they do that, and they lead on Daze, then I would die. Because they would just then force what I got off of the Beseech, because I wouldn't have this Pact of Negation to save me because I'd have to discard my hand to LED. I hate to say it, but I think I need to let this go. I don't know if that's correct though. Second LED. Cabal Ritual here. Although I guess if they just double daze this, then it doesn't matter. I think they might have had me beat anyway, right? Yeah, I think they've had me beat anyway. Oh, and now I can't cast the Beseech Dimir. So it didn't matter. All right, yeah. I think I'm going to Pact of Negation the Daze, just to see if they had the Force of Will. Yeah, they just let it go. All right, yep. Dang, that stinks. I feel like I could have sequenced that better. Maybe I should have fought over the Dark Ritual harder than I did. And I should have just counted on them not having a blue card for that Force that I knew was in their hand. I feel like that's a really tall ask, though. Either way, on to round 5. All right, we are up on the play versus DaveKaplan. And I'm so bad at drawing my things, like the creatures. I'm just so bad at it. Mulligan, hey, I found one. Hey, I found one of the creatures that I need. Look at that. Keep this. Put an Archamoeba back in the deck. And I can send right now. Oh, no, I can't send right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this. Next turn, I can send off of practically any draw. And that's a Nihil Spellbomb. That's just game, right? Okay, so now I just start casting dopes. Yeah, I think I just start casting dopes. Yep, that happens. That's just the way that Legacy is now. Is my opponent playing like Reanimator or Blue-Black Tempo or something like that? Don't know. Yeah, they're playing blue and black. And that's a black card. And that's a Thoughtseize. All right, well, they already know what I'm playing, so beat this, I guess. I'm gonna play out this Narcomoeba that I drew. Around days, even. All right, I spent my entire hand to put 3 power into play. Ugh. Thanks, Nihil Spellbomb. Sure, Wasteland me, it doesn't matter. Orcish Bowmasters is going to come down. It's going to kill my Narcomoeba. And it can actually trade with my Elvish Spirit Guide if they want to. And they do want to. Yep. That's my entire game plan dealt with. And they still have 4 cards in hand. But if I top deck a Goblin Charbelcher, then I can cast that. Oh, an actual factual Delver of Secrets, huh? That's cool. They flipped a Force of Will. And I've lost this game, by the way, if that wasn't obvious. But I'm just going to continue playing it so that my opponent continues to show me cards. But it appears that we are playing against blue-black, I don't know, like Delver, I guess? Yeah, I'll play out... I'm not going to play out my Narcomoeba. I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to die. I'll see if my opponent shows me any more cards. Yeah, Goblin Charbelcher just doesn't matter. They force it with their 5 untapped mana. All right, and that's what happens when you take Oops All Spells into a meta that is prepared for Oops All Spells. Let's go ahead and sideboard here. This Beseech plan is just so janky. I don't know, inconsistent, I guess is the right word. Like, if I'm already having a hard enough time finding the 8 cards that I need to pull off the main plan, then how am I expected to also find Beseech Dimir plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I guess the LEDs? I feel like the consistency of that plan needs some work. I wish there was a black artifact tutor. There kind of is. Grim tutor, right? Or any of the normal tutors. Don't know how I feel about that. I might rather play Wishclaw Talisman over Beseech Dimir. I will be on the play here. Oh, this hand does 1, 2, got the rest in it. It's got 2 Pact of Negations in it. I need an additional mana plus a I need an additional mana plus a bargainable. So that means either 2 additional mana or an additional mana plus like a Chromox or something. I guess I'll keep this. I'm not particularly excited about it. I don't like how vulnerable to Wasteland this is. My opponent has kept 7. Okay, so I'm going to play out this Fellmire. I'm going to duress my opponent. I'm going to see 3 Wastelands, and I'm going to cry. Or I could see that. That's a hand that they could have as well. All right, yeah. Take that. Delver of Secrets is down. Okay, and we're getting there. Very slowly. An additional land would actually be really good here. They did not flip their top card. Playing Delver number 2. Okay, land. Elvish Spirit Guide, I'll take it. Okay, and I need to hope that they didn't draw counter magic somewhere in these cards, right? This Lotus Petal is now my bargainable. Oh, but I don't have the right colors. This Lotus Petal is my bargainable for Beseech, but I don't have the right colors. So I'm going to pass turn. Oh man, really wishing that I had a Wishclaw Talisman. They didn't flip their first Delver. They're surveilling for their second one. They binned a Force of Will, but revealed a Ponder. That's wild. Why would you bin a Force of Will? What are you looking for? They're shuffling off of their Ponder. I mean, I will take all of this time that I'm getting. And they've got a Nihil Spellbomb. I guess that's what they were looking for? All right, so here's what I can do. I can Beseech the Mirror without bargain. I can find Goblin Charbelcher, put it into my hand. I can then hope I draw a land or something. I'm gonna do it. What else am I doing, right? I will take that Goblin Charbelcher and put it into my hand. And then I will hope that they don't have a Thoughtseize. Force is not exactly fine, actually. That's not fine. Because I'm really short on mana here. I would need to top deck exactly Lion's Eye Diamond. That's not Lion's Eye Diamond. Funnily enough, if I had just waited, that would have actually worked. Because I would have played this. I would have had the Lotus Petal in play still. And then I would have been able to double pact. Oh, wait, no, I can still do this. Oh, no, I can't do this because I'm at 6 life. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, so I just rolled over and died. I did a lot of dying in this league, actually. I will go ahead and wrap up. So what did I think of the deck? I think I'm very bad at drawing Undercity Informer and Balustrade Spy. I think I'm so bad at it, in fact, that I couldn't keep a 7, hardly, even in this entire league. Like, I had a really hard time keeping 7-card hands. And this deck, while it can function off of 4 cards in hand, and it often does, I kind of was struggling with cards because of it. I think that the construction of the deck is very nice. I think that Beseech the Mirror might not be what you're looking for. I kind of want to just play like a Wishclaw Talisman in this spot, you know? Kind of want something else besides Beseech. It's just so hard to cast. The bargainables in this deck are next to nothing. So that's the spot that I would be looking at. As far as the rest of the deck, I mean, it's oops. You're playing oops. You're playing oops. You're playing oops into a field that has mainboard Grafdigger's Cages and Nihil Spellbombs and Fairy Macabres and Leyline of the Voids. On top of that, every deck is playing Daze Force of Will. It's kind of a hostile meta towards oops right now. That being said, somebody won a challenge with this exact 75, so I can't be knocking it too much. Probably would just sub out the Beseech the Mirrors next time. But, you know, I had a decent time with the deck. I think that oops in small doses is perfectly okay, and I look forward to playing this the next time.
This program is made possible by your view, like, and comment, the support of my wife and son, and by contributions to the Fateseal MTG Patreon from viewers like you. Thank you.